Hi,
Hi, Musa. How are you?
I am fine. How about you?
I'm good. I'm okay. How was your day today? Did you go to school
No,
today, Musa?
no,
So then you are not so tired.
yeah,
That's good.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Defna. How are you?
I'm fine, teacher. How are you?
I'm okay. How is
It
outside
hasn't
now?
been
Is
that.
it green now?
Hmm?
The outside, the trees, everything now. Is it green already? The spring?
No, it's not. But
Not
it's
yet?
supposed to be because we have Nowruz, which means like the start of the spring. It's like this thing that Azerbaijani people do every single time. In Turkey, we also have the same celebration, but they just take it a little bit more seriously here. So, like,
What in Turkey you celebrate now, Rose? I don't think so.
yes, like not Nowruz, but we have Ildir, I think, something like that.
Yeah, because
We
now Rose, I think
celebrate it
for
sort of
Azerbaijan.
like we write notes or like dreams and then put them around the rose, yeah, just roses, and then leave it. If somebody picks it up or if you can't find it in the other day, in the morning or after a while, it means Hazır took it. Yes, Hazır took it, which means that dream is going to happen. And it actually worked because like one time 4 years ago, we were living, no, four, not four, 5 or 6 years ago when I was in the first grade or something, we were living in a rented house and we weren't doing very well. And we were going to buy a house, but we couldn't find one in the same place we were in. And then suddenly we found a house for like very cheap at the first floor. Right after I drew it with my own hands, and we put it around the rose, and we couldn't find it, and we actually had the home. So
Mm.
after that, all the time we believed in it. And recently, in a while, it says like there's this belief if Hazır took it and it didn't happen after 2 or 3 years, it means there's something that's big planned on your future. So
Yeah, but
apparently 2.5 years ago, Hazır took one of our sort of notes that had a villa in it next to the ocean. I drew it myself. I clearly remember it. There was like little farms and stuff, and like a few more houses for my grandma and my cousins to live with, and it still didn't become true. And it's not probably going to in like the next year and a half or something since we're here. We don't really have any attempt to do something like that. So,
mm,
which means the person who drew it, they will have a great future or something that's like good that's going to happen in their future, way better than what they drew.
I see. Yeah,
Fingers
but
crossed.
you don't celebrate on March 21, right?
I think we celebrate it like at the start of April, something like that.
Yeah.
5th April, something like that. I'm not pretty sure though,
Yeah,
because I
but
was
here,
always reminded of my parents to draw rather than like myself reminding it. But even though it's helpful, and I'm going back to not back to Turkey, but like for a break, and I won't be able to attend the lessons in the next 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks at least. I want to also say that, or I will attend them. I can't if I can't, because I'm going to be also skiing when I go there at the
mm,
Turkey.
yeah, but I just wonder here, Sona Nowruz, you celebrate on the 21st of March, I think, exactly on that day. Is that right?
22nd.
22nd it starts.
22nd? Really? Not 21st?
Yes. No. So it's the last week of the schools, and they're saying after Nowruz we're still going to stop having like on-site lessons and start having like only on offline online lessons, which is
Mm,
bad, very bad, because we were just getting used to this system, And now they're probably going to even change the timetable, which like in our school, especially for our class, it changed like 5 times. I don't even know which one was correct, and it kept like erasing after and after. And I had just threw the timetable and I had to throw it away. And it's just a chaotic mess in our school. The discipline is not very good in either ways. So yeah.
I see. Good. Yeah, I see one student here, Maka Ibrahim Lee. Can you turn on your camera? Are you a new student here?
Hello, yes, I'm a new student.
Can you turn on your camera for a minute at least?
Okay.
We have new student, I think, here. That just hello. What's your name? Makka? Is Makka your name?
No, my name is Mohammed.
Muhammad. Muhammad. Why is your name there, Makka?
It's a nickname for me.
So we can call you Makka.
Yes. Yeah, I have
Makka,
a problem on my camera.
Okay,
You
Makka,
might
is
see
it your first time
Muhammad.
here?
Yes. It's
So did you also register for SASMO?
yes, I registered in SASMO.
And where do you study?
Huh?
Where
Can you
which school?
My school in Baku.
Okay, but
Which one?
the same school with you, Daphne?
No. He said he studies just generally in Baku. It's a city, but like which school is it? An international?
MTK?
Yok, Hyderabad Vanlisi.
What is it? Is it a
Hey,
private
Dalia.
school or public school?
Yes de MTK diyorum.
Yeah, it's public school.
Okay, good. So Maka, you are grade 7, right? Or grade 8, right?
Yeah, I'm 8, yes.
Okay. Anyway, Maka, then let's start. I'll call you Maka. I like your name. I like your nickname. Mr. Maka.
Actually, mine, I don't know if you know, but I have a second name, Naz, but nobody calls me that. And even in my like school Gmail, they forgot it. So none of my friends know it. So when I'm doing like a presentation or something, I am very careful to write that. I write it with like bold capital letters so that people know I have a second name. Now, whenever they just say Daphne or Daphne, either way, because there's only one that name in the whole school, they just know it's me, but I have a second name.
Okay. So actually, if you really want people to call by your second name, Daphne, you know what you have to do? You need to do something special, like maybe you need to bring or special chocolate or cake and just give this to the people and tell them that my name is, what did you say? What's your nickname?
Naz.
Naz. Naz. Okay, Naz. Okay, then they will call you Naz. Why am I telling you this? Because when I was working in Myanmar, one day I have a student. Her name was Jung Jung. Now she's still studying in Singapore, and she was very good and a bright student. And one day she brought a cake to my room and said, Mr. Qasim, and this is a cake. And from today, I changed my name. You can call me Julia. And I said, okay, Jungjung. I used to call her Jungjung because her name was Jungjung. And okay, but why did you bring a cake? Why did you bring cake to me? And she told me that, so I'm giving this cake so that you don't forget my name. Okay. So after eating this cake, you don't forget her name. So now I call her Julia. Before her name was Jungjung. That's why if you want to give a presentation, and instead of writing your name in bold, okay, bring a cake, give them and tell them that you change your name is Naz, so that we don't forget. Okay, Maka, actually, we were practicing SASMO questions. We have already covered a few topics. I think you know that, okay? Now, guys, before I move to SASMO questions, as you see, today we are going to practice some questions from S1, that is secondary 1. And after that, we will move to secondary 2. Now, Sona, Musa, Defna, actually these questions must be quite easy for you because now you have a lot of experience. We practice a lot of questions and you know the idea, you know the method, okay? And I hope you can solve these questions. Before we continue, okay, let's start with this question. I just give you 2 minutes, give a try, okay? Let's see. As you see, the quality is very poor because I didn't prepare this question. One student said me, Mr. Kasim, I couldn't solve it. Can you solve this? And that's why also I want to discuss with you. Okay, question is not so hard, but geometry question. And the preparing geometry question is a bit hard because it involves drawing. Okay, give a try. All right, and you have 2 minutes only. After that, we will discuss together. And I have 2 more questions, and we will move to some more questions after that. Sona, can you read the question? Sona, are you there? Okay, she's
Teacher,
not
but
there.
where is E?
Okay. What did you say,
Where,
Musa?
where is E?
E is here. It's not, this one is E.
Ah, thank you.
So the answer, the question is here. This one is X, so you need to find X. What is X?
Teacher, can I ask something? Does that G make like a different angle there, or is it just all like a continuing angle from like A to C? Is it like a line or there's like an angle there?
Yeah, it's just a line. AC is just straight line.
Okay.
And G is the intersection
Wow, I
point
didn't
with
see that.
BF. Musa, did you get it?
No, I'm driving like I imagine driving.
Maka, how about you? Can you solve it?
No, I'm not right now.
Come on, guys. 50 seconds. Let's see. Ibrahim, are you here?
Yes,
What are you doing?
I'm trying to do the exercise.
How do you join this class, Ibrahim, with iPad or tablet or PC, laptop?
With iPad.
iPad. Sana, can you draw on your iPad?
I don't have a pen, but I can draw with my hand.
With your hand, it's not so good.
Yes. I always do it on a paper.
Because online classes, you know, if you join with PC or laptop, and in your hand, if you have like what is it, iPad or tablets, like for example, Samsung S Lite, S6 Lite, you know, so practical. You can just work on it. It's like notebook. Because sometimes you redraw this on the paper and do this is so not easy. Anyway, Daphne, did you get anything? Maka, let me ask you one question before we continue, since let's wait for Daphne and the Moose after we'll continue. Maka, this question is for you. Suppose that we are given isosceles triangle. This side is equal to this side, okay? And let's say this angle is 140 degrees. What is the measure of this angle?
20.
Very good. And if you know this, how come you cannot solve this problem, Maka?
Yes, because the size of the triangle is
Daphne, any answer?
I'm actually doing.
Okay, now if I tell you, look, this X, right, and ABFE is a square, right? That means that also this side is parallel to this side. Is it correct? What's that?
Actually, to connect from my iPad to RAM, but now
Musa, is it coming from you or from Daphne?
yeah, I tried to connect from my iPad to draw, but now I see this was a mistake.
No, you just, I also entered, oh my God. I also entered with my tablet here too, but you just have to like mute the tablet and also not join with the audio. Then
Yeah,
it's okay.
that's right. So here, look, just do this here. CBF, it is an equilateral triangle. That means that this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. And also we know that all interior angles are equal. They are 60. That's 60. And also this angle 60. And ABEF, right, or AEFB is a square. That means that this angle is 90 degrees. So that means that the whole angle here, that's equal to 90 plus 60, that's equal to 150 degrees. So if it is so, Maka, now tell me, answer that question again. So here, all of these sides are equal, right? And also this side is equal to this side, is equal to this side, is equal to this side, which means that these two sides are equal. Maka, what is this angle?
which angle?
Angle A, can you see that, this one?
Yes, I can.
What is it? It is 15, right? Because this angle is 150. So it is 30, so it is 15. And also this angle is 15. And as you see here, AB is parallel to EF. And AC is parallel to ED, which means that this angle should be equal to this angle, which means that X is equal to 15 degrees.
Teacher, I was going to go from like, because AFE is the angle bisector of BAE or like BF.
The angle bisector, we don't have to use here. Number one here, Daphne, you should be able to see that if BCF is equilateral triangle, ABF is a square, and BF is a common side, right, to the triangle and to the square. And also using this one, this ABC, it is an isosceles triangle. That means that these base angles are equal. And also this AB is parallel to EF and AC is parallel to ED. That means that the angles between these two lines, they must be equal, which means that X is equal to 15 degrees. Maka, is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah, interesting. If it is clear, let's see. Next question. I'm moving to the next question. Okay.
You're having fun, aren't you, saying Maka?
Huh?
You're having fun saying Maka. I don't know why, and I don't know how, but it just sounds so familiar. Maka. I feel like it's one of the mangas I read. There was this Japanese, animes. When they're turned into books, I really enjoy them, and they become like sort of comic books, and they're called mangas. So
Yeah.
in one of the characters, I think it was named as like Maka, but in a different spelling.
Yeah, we should ask Maka. Maka, why did you choose this name? Where did you find this? Can you tell us?
My physical. My teacher also called me like a maka
Who?
into the lesson.
Who?
My teacher.
Is your teacher from Japan?
No. It's not Japanese. It's for a short of my name. Short position.
Short form
Was
of
it
your
Ibrahim?
name, but your name is
Mehmet?
Muhammad, right?
Yes, but in Azerbaijan we call the Maka in Muhammad.
Okay, good. Another question.
Isn't
All right.
like Muhammad name of like, yeah, the one that the person who created Muslim language, like, isn't it his name?
Who?
Saint Ibrahim, isn't it? Yeah, Saint Muhammad. I think something like that. I don't know.
What are you talking about, Daphne?
Teacher, I'm talking about what they taught me in Turkey. We had the Muslim religion as like a lesson there, so we learned about the history of Islam and sorts. And I feel like he was like a holy person. I think the name of that person, I don't know it clearly.
You mean Muhammad?
Yes.
Of course, it's our prophet's name.
Saint Muhammad, I think.
Yeah, not Sayyid. It means actually a prophet's name. Muhammad is prophet's name. Okay. And Daphne, can you give a try first? At least tell me the idea. All right, because I can solve this if I just solve directly. Again, you may forget this. First, if you give a try and at least you remember. So brainstorming is really good thing. And
Sure, yesterday was Pi Day.
yeah, 3
I
points.
celebrated it. We like tried to play a game in our math class, but we failed. Though when we played it last time, I was on top 3. It's very, very, like, I don't know, stressing to play Kahoot and stuff, those games, because you have to keep in the top 3, especially for me, and that's just hard.
In
It's
the
just
class? You played in the class?
Yes, in the physical class, though. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
I used to celebrate this before when I was like teaching math at high school, but now at university, we don't have such thing. Okay. Okay, definitely. Let's do this question. Okay. At least you don't have to do everything in detail, but I just want to listen to your ideas. What do you think? How can we solve this? Actually, you need to solve this question without using a calculator, Musa. Okay. Because this is a question from Sasmo. One student couldn't solve this. She shared with me. That's why we are doing this together here.
Teacher, is it like R square multiplied by P, how you find like the area of circle, right? I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh.
R square P.
Yeah, area of the circle, it is pi r squared. And how about area of the semicircle? It is 1/2 times pi r squared. And just you have to use these 2 things. That's enough. That information is enough to answer this question.
total area. But teacher,
Is it the same number?
oh no, this is the task that my mom gave to me in the day. Okay, it's the same thing, just half of it. Can we just ignore one half of it and do the other half? Because it will be a lot easier. So like, can I just divide this into 2? I am great.
Divide what?
But I found the area of this little circle inside.
Is it the same area?
Same what, Musa?
Is it the same area? Like if you put unshaded part in a shaded part, you will have like, I'd say, like half of square and half of square is white, half of circle is white, and there are the same numbers. No.
Teacher, the way I did it is like there's 2 like the outsides that were sort of shaded, and 2 like the circle kind of the ones that complete the square. So if you were to take those, you would get like a half of like a thick circle.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's why here, what I'm going to do here, number 1 is the first observation. It says that ABCD is a square of size 18 centimeters. So AB is a side of the square. At the same time, AB is the diameter of the smaller circle here. So which means that this radius is 9, and also this should be 9. Before I continue, actually, suppose that this side actually is equal to X. I don't know yet. Now from here, what is actually R? R is the radius of the big circle. That's equal to X plus 9. And the second one is, as you see here, I can just move the shaded region into here. And also I can move the shaded region into here. And I can move the shaded region into here. So what do we have here then? I have something like this then. Let me just draw, and after that I will draw this. I will have something like this, right? And we are talking about the shaded region then, okay? And also actually below part, I have just semicircle. It is totally unshaded. It is totally unshaded. So now to find this answer, actually, how do you calculate this? So actually to answer this question, first, I need to know the radius of the big circle, right? And after that, if I know that, the area of this small semicircle, let me just shade it with blue, and area of this one, right? And after that, the area of the big semicircle, right? I just need to find this, which is equal to, that will be equal to, here the area of the small semicircle, 1/2 times pi times r squared. Its radius is 9 squared, plus the area of the big semicircle, that's equal to 1/2 times pi times capital R squared. That's it. But the problem is, what is capital R? We need to find capital R. And how can I find capital R?
Teacher, I found it 60.5.
60.5.
Yes, not with the power to the 2.
No, you mean 60.5, the area of the unshaded region?
No, I divided actually. I found it and I added like the big square to the, I should have subtracted it then, the smaller square from the bigger square after I found it.
No, here we are not going to use anything about the square. Definitely. I'll see here, that is the area here. This one is the area. This is what we are going to find this. Because here, square here has nothing to do. Only we need square actually here to see that that's equal to 9. Also, that's equal to 9. And we are not going to use the square anymore here. As you see here, the shaded part is just the intersection of, what is it? 2 semicircles, the smaller one and the big one. So now the question is, how can I find the X? Actually, you get the idea, I hope. And just we need to find X. All right. So to do this one, I'm going to use this information. The question says that the total area of the shaded part is 62.8. Okay. So what is the shaded part? The shaded part is 62.8. That is equal to the area of the big circle, I mean semicircle, minus the area of the small circle, right? The what is it? The shaded region. So that's equal to the area of the big circle. That's equal to 1/2 times pi times its radius is x plus 9 squared minus the area of the small semicircle, 1/2 times pi times what is this radius? It is 9 squared. So now from here we need to find this x plus 9. And how do you solve this? First multiply both sides by 2, and after that take 9 pi to the, okay, first let me multiply both sides by 2. So here we have 2 times 62.8. As you see here, pi is a common factor. And what is pi? It says that take pi as 3.14. So here we have 3.14. On the right hand side, I have here x plus 9 squared, and minus I have here 9 squared. And 62.8 is divided by 3.14. Actually, 62.8 over 3.14, that's equal to 20. So here, what we have here we have x plus 9 squared equals, take 9 squared to the left-hand side, that is 81. And here we have 2 times 20, that's equal to 40, which is equal to 121. So from here, x plus 9 is the length. That's why we don't take its negative value. That's equal to the square root of 121. That's equal to 11, which means that x is equal to 2. That's it. No, which means that if x equals 2, that means that that's equal to 11. Now, the area of the unshaded region is equal to the area of the small circle, 1/2 times pi times r squared, plus the area of the big semicircle, 1/2 times pi times, what is it, 11 squared. Now from here, 1/2, that is pi over 2, and 981 plus 121 is equal to, what is it, 202. And 202 over 2, that's equal to 101. Pi equals 3.14 times 101. Again, without calculating, how do we calculate this? 101, I can just write it as 100 plus 1. And outside here, we have 3.14. And 100 times 3.14, that's equal to 314. And 1 times 3.14, that's equal to 3.14, which is equal to 317.14 cm squared. That is the area of the unshaded region.
Yeah, I was so close.
Teacher, I did this in a different way and I found it wrong. I tried to do it, but I couldn't. My method was wrong. That's what we learned.
Definitely in 1 week, how many questions are you solving? I mean, related to SASMO. Are you solving at least 10 questions or 15?
Not just about SASMA, but I saw like genuinely a lot of questions. Like I have at least
not generally. Actually, it's definitely to be good in this kind of questions, you need to practice SASMO questions or SASMO type questions, because these questions.
I practice SASMO type questions, teacher, because like in Turkey's test, they also have this kinds of questions, but I don't like do all of my questions in this kind of type. So I would say I like do a good 20 of them, not too much.
Okay. And let's see,
But
Daphne,
we
now
will
try next question. Let's see if you can get correct answer or not. If you get correct answer, I will send you gold medal, okay? So you can get it tomorrow.
I wish.
All right. And I'll give you 3 minutes. Very easy question. We did a lot of similar questions, but you should be able to solve this question. Okay, you have 3.5 minutes, let's say. Okay. Time starts now. Read the question. 40 seconds to understand the question. 3 minutes to do the question.
1000 and no, no.
Yes, Musa, how much?
120.
Oh, come.
No, not 100. Yeah, 120.
Daphne? Naz? Let me call him Naz. Yes, Naz.
Teacher, I didn't find it yet.
Why?
By the way, that reminds me of something, teacher. We had 2 Daphnes back at the school when I was, how much? 5th grade in Turkey. So the teacher, especially the English teacher, he was coming from Britain, and he would call me Naz instead of Daphne Naz, or instead of pointing and saying Naz or saying Daphne. So he wouldn't be able to say Naz in a like good way. So he would always say like Naz or something like I couldn't really understand. So that reminded me of that.
Hmm.
I always like
Actually,
wish
I
I
don't forget your name because my daughter's name it is Sarvinos. Sarvinos. Just the last part. And your name is
That's
Naz.
actually used a lot.
Yeah.
My
Because
I
doctor
got
actually gave me that.
Yes, Maka, what did you say?
I got 122 on D6. Some of D6.
122.
Yeah, 120.
120. Really? How did you get it?
Yes.
How?
Because there is 8 isosceles triangles and they are equal to another one, and all of them sides are equal, and all of them is 60 degree, and I 180. If you have 180 degree,
Maka, look, wait. Why all of the angles are 60 degrees? Why?
because they are the 2 sides of this triangles
No.
are equal.
No. I
And
think, but
the third one is
he's going from a good way, but he's like putting them 90 because 2 sides they're isosceles, but not equilateral. But we can use the formula to say like to use it kinda. I was going to use like outsides and like insides of the, dividing 360 into how many sides there are, and then finding like CDX.
Daphne,
I
why
don't know
are you
how
making
to
this
help.
complicated? He is simply, as you see here, all of this, actually, we
And
know
then
the sides are equal, right? All of the sides are equal. And as you see here, this one is a round angle, right? It's a round angle. And how many angles do we have here? If I just say alpha, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So that means that 8 alpha is equal to, what is it? 360 degrees. What is alpha? Alpha is 360 minus 8. That's equal to, is it 45? 45 degrees, right? And now from here, let's say this angle is x, and also this angle is x. So that means that 2x plus 45 is equal to 180 degrees. From here, what is x? X equals 180 minus 45 over 2, which is equal to 90 minus 22.5. What is it? Let's say this 135 over 2. Okay, so now from here, look at this. If this one is x, and also this one is x, right? And this one is, let's say, this alpha. Now from here, what is this angle? C. And this one is, what is it? This angle is 180 minus x. And how about this angle? It is 180 minus 2x, right? And actually, even I don't have to find like make it complicated. What is this angle? This angle is 180 minus x. So it is 180 minus, what is x? 135 over 2, which is equal to
67.5.
68 or 67? 67.5.
77.
So that is 67.5 degrees. Okay. Then how about this angle? This angle is 180
65.
minus
No.
2x. That is 135. That's equal to 45, right? So what is this angle then? This angle will be 180 minus 45 minus 67.5. Okay, even actually, oh, wait. I don't have to do like this. I don't have to do like this. I think there's one easy way. Look. Let's say this one is A, this angle is B, right? Now, as you see here, this angle is the exterior angle, right? So that means that A plus B is equal to 2x equals 2 times, what is x? 135 over 2, that's equal to 135 degrees. That's it. Right? If you're given any triangle, if this angle is A, this angle is B, then this angle should be A plus B. Maka, what do you think? Is your answer correct or is my answer correct?
No, it's not correct. My answer is not correct.
So do you agree with my answer then?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, we have only a few minutes left. That's why I will start this SASMO questions next time. And we have 3 questions left from the last paper. So let's do those questions and finish today's class. It was from 2015. We did until this question. It was the last question we did. You remember, Musa, this question?
No,
What? No?
no.
Really? You don't remember this question?
Something like this, but no completely.
Do you remember these questions?
No.
How come you do? We did this together, right? Definitely, do you remember?
I remember that one.
How about these tires?
I
Changing
also
the tire.
remember that one.
How about this one? Polite numbers.
I think I also remember that one.
How about this one? 2015th term.
Yeah, I remember that one. I found the way to escape it,
Good.
but nobody else did.
Anyway, we did 3 questions left. Let's do them and not do them, maybe 2 of them at least, and they will finish today's class. And Musa, now you know this. You know how to solve this kind of questions, right? You are professional expert already. So how do you solve it?
Like we take out like 9 and how to say out of
Can you read the question, Musa? Are we talking about the same question? Read the question, Musa.
find the following sum. 9 multiplied by 1 plus 99 multiplied by 2 plus 9.
What? What is the question?
What? Like on my screen sometimes is lagging. Like the past is showing me the past scene, but I don't know. Now
Daphne,
it's
what
like,
is in the screen now? Can you read it?
I don't see anything.
Really?
Ah, that one. Okay. I thought Musa was writing something. No, I got it.
No, what do you see in the screen now? Do you see question 22?
no, I see the question 1.
22. I see 22.
Maka, what do you see in the screen?
I see this question. Find the value of it.
Yeah,
Question
that,
22.
that's one you should say.
Yeah, most
Teacher,
yes,
I
yes.
honestly forgot how to do that question. We did this though, didn't we? Like last
Yeah, it
lesson
just
or
goes
something.
to infinity, right? And the idea is since it goes to infinity, let's say the
If
whole
it's
thing is equal to x. And if you just start writing from here, still it goes to infinity, right? It's just a copy of the original question. That means also it should be x. That means that now we have this equation then. 2 plus x. On the right hand side, we have x. That's mean you solve this equation. How do you solve this? Square both sides. So x squared is equal to x plus 2. Or x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. If you factorize this one negative 2 times 1. This one is negative 2 plus 1. So I can factorize it as x minus 2 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now from here, x equals
Actually,
2 or x equals negative 1. Yes, definitely.
didn't I do it with another way when I first did it? I don't remember though.
In other way,
Like,
how
why
can you
can't
do
we
this?
put X instead of like 3 dots? The yellow already did.
Can you repeat the question?
Instead of 3 dots, if you put x, it will be very complicated.
We sort of did.
Because the idea is this 3 dot means it goes to infinity. If you just take even this part, right, start from here, actually it is the same thing as the original question, because infinity means you just count, I mean, add one more step or 2 steps or 5 steps, it doesn't change anything. Okay, and
Yeah.
that's
Teacher,
the last
is
question.
there something like, is there a way to make this like solutions solid and actually eat them? Because I need something like that.
What? Say again?
Is there a way to make these like solutions like a solid, like an object? Because I need to eat that. Like, I need it in the test, or else none of us will pass it.
No, it's not about passing or failing, definitely. It's about seeing your math label. It's just
Teacher,
a
life is
competition.
about winning or losing. How can you say that? Teacher,
No, it's
my
about
brain is already very
exam. If you
tired.
fail, maybe you have to repeat it, or I don't know, there will be some consequences, but it's a competition and you're competing against other students from different schools, right? And against your peers, and you're just going to see your level. And if you really want to get good results, then the only way is you need to practice more and more questions.
Teacher, is it going to be online?
It depends on your situation in your country. I mean, if schools are closed, if schools are not allowed to do any exam, then it will be online. If the government allows actually to bring students together in one place, it will be paper-based.
There will be 3 people, teacher, only from like 8th grades, or like 4 people, something. And the funny thing about the teacher, the 4 people from like the whole school, from the whole 8th grades, I think, it's only from our class.
Well, what do you mean 4 people, Daphne? For the exam?
Yes.
Yeah, actually,
It's like me,
what I heard is
Sona.
more than like 500 students already registered. And there are a lot of schools, right, in Baku. And so suppose that Daphne,
500
from
is
your
not
class,
much,
4 students,
teacher.
but how many grades? 10 grades, right?
I think so, yes.
So from each
No.
grade, approximately, let's say 6 students, it is 60 from one school. And from 10 schools, it's already 600.
Teacher, no. It's for example, our school. There's 3 grades.
What do you mean 3 grades? No primary?
No, like, no, I'm just saying like, there's like A, B, and C, and all of that, there's only 4 people that's entering.
Okay, from the whole grade,
others
right?
are-
Grade 8, Daphne, 4 students. Grade 7, grade 5, grade 6. Now, from one school, if, for example, like 50, 60 students are participating, that's a good thing. We don't expect every student to participate in this competition. I mean, the students who have passion for math and who really love solving problems or who are interested. Actually, this math competition.
Who is that, teacher? I want to meet that kind of people. Who is that? Who are they?
What do you mean? There are a lot of students.
I
One
mean,
of them is
which
Musa, for example,
person,
here.
teacher, which person enters and says like, I love solving math.
Definitely
No, no.
stop
I like
exposing
learning
yourself.
math. I like learning math, but
Wait.
I don't love it.
Sona, what did you say?
She said, you say it yourself.
No, wait, Sona, what did you say? Say again.
I said to stop exposing yourself. Let's just pretend that we love math and that's it. It will work.
No,
Don't say
no.
this to me, Selena, please.
Daphne, let me tell you something. Okay, maybe you don't meet many different students, I think. Okay. For example, I have other groups, for example, let's say one grade, let me not give the name. And I have like 7, 8 students, and their camera is always on, and they really compete and they really want to learn. And they are from Russian school. It's not from private school. And for example, most of them are girls. They really like math. Their English is a bit weak. And even their English is weak, they want to practice, they want to solve more problems. And every time they ask me, Mr. Qasim, give us more problems, give us more problems, they want to do. And if you're thinking that who actually loves math, and you are wrong, because everybody has passion for something. Maybe you like drawing, maybe somebody likes physics, for example, somebody likes chemistry, somebody wants to be a doctor, somebody wants to be, for math, for example. A lot of students, they enjoy solving problems because it's a kind of mental exercise. Okay, that's why if you think that who loves that, you are very, very wrong, because everybody has different tastes, right?
I would say this. Generally, I have also those kinds of people in like my school who like are very competitive, who like I just genuinely think they like
No,
they
I
get
can
good
just show you
grades
from
from their
other groups.
tests and like the
No, from
math and
groups,
stuff.
I have other groups, for example, they are very competitive. I'm talking about the girls from Baku, the Azerbaijan, they study at Russian
Well,
school.
yeah, girls are like that, teacher.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that because, you know, also Sona say that who actually likes math. No, you are wrong. Because you will see that.
No, I didn't say that. I just said stop exposing yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I just directly
She's
like
a good student.
her.
I'm the bad one here,
general.
teacher.
No, definitely. It's not about good or bad one. Okay, maybe your parents have a plan on you. That's why they wanted to join. But here, maybe also a lot of students, because of their parents, they may join this course. But you will see that.
Actually, my parents have been surprising me, like very much. I don't know what's gotten into it. Like, I am so scared right now, cause like they have been saying, okay, we'll sign you up for like drawing classes. Okay, you
Yeah.
can become a designer and stuff.
that
I don't
you
know
have to
whether if they
rethink, right?
actually.
Yeah, because
Like, I don't
definitely.
know if they're trying to abandon me or something, or
No.
I don't know, maybe there's something cruel they're planning on.
Definitely. Look, listen to me carefully now. And after that, I think I'll finish the class. We'll continue next time. And the number one is, I don't know, you accept or not, we have some truth. For example, in every part of the world, 2 things are really important if you want to enter the university. If you want to get education at university, number 1 is your language skill. That is the most important thing. Number 2 is your problem solving skill, your logic. Okay, when you just say something, can you make connection between things? And how do you improve this? I'm not saying the only way. I'm not saying the only way. One of the best way to improve your thinking skill, problem solving skill, is math. You may improve this in using different ways, but math teach you very fast. Okay, by practicing math problems, maybe as a student, you may not see this. Okay, but as a teacher, I can see the difference between the student who is good in math and who is good in language skill, okay, and the other students very, very clearly. And some students, okay, they may be good in some other stuff, but very simple logic you try to explain, they don't understand. Why? Because they are really, really weak in math. And also, if you want to find, maybe you may not have a problem to find a job. But usually, if you apply for a job in the European countries, in the United States, in Singapore, in China, your problem solving skill, your IQ level, okay, your math, that's very, very important. You want to study a master's degree in US. If you don't have math background, nobody accepts you. But that's the reality. And without being good in math, you cannot study anything related to math. Maybe you can study doctor or art or musician, something like this. If you want to study business or finance or engineer or any engineering field, you cannot enter any university. They don't accept you if your math is not good enough. But this is the reality.
Sure. There's also
And
like
that's-
Snoopy Dog. He said, if you know general math, you'll only earn general money.
Okay. And also this one, SASMO is a competition. Whoever wants, they want to participate. And this SASMO is organized for the students who really like math. Okay, but now you don't see that. But in the future, when you go to the university, if you have a strong math background, you will see your difference between other students. Because now you are a bit at early age, to 13 and 14, you cannot see things clearly. Okay, and that's why what you have to do is sometimes you need to say, okay, father or mother, you are saying right, and try to follow their advice. Because if you just say that, okay, I don't think this is right, I don't do that, you will lose a lot of things. What your job is not right now, study and learn as much as possible. And later, maybe after 4 or 5 years, you should just choose one, which one is more useful, and you just go in that field. But right now, this is a basic education, what you're learning at school. You have to learn as much as you can. You are not learning very advanced level of something. And when you go to university, you may not study, okay? But now, basic education, this is called basic education, school education, basic education. So you have, not you, everybody must learn as much as you can. And otherwise, you know, the whole lifetime, you will suffer a lot because your thinking level remains at grade 6 or grade 7. I mean, most of the students, and it's really, how to say, hard. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you very much.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Nothing.
Yes, Sona.
Nothing.
Yes, say
Nothing.
it. What do you want to say?
No, I was just gonna say, is it okay if I leave my? I have another lesson. My
Yeah, of
teacher
course.
has
I'm
arrived,
finishing.
so yeah.
All right. We will meet on Wednesday. We will solve new paper on Wednesday. Okay. Guys, we can leave. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Definitely, if you have any question, you can ask. I think you are not so satisfied because sometimes you really make me think, you know.
But can you send to group like SASMA question like past test like